The mic should be on. Everything should be okay. All right. Today I have a very hold on. Put the volume a little lower. Okay, today I have a very special kind of stream I have ready for you all today. So here's the thing. I've been following. Okay, so here's a bit of backstory. When it comes to game development, right? There are obviously multiple builds of a game, right? So, for example, if I were to make a demo, right? Usually that demo is just for the eyes of the creators, right? So if, for example, me and Hizzy in the chat, right, we're working on a video game, and then all of a sudden we want to make a little demo so we can show off how certain things would work, right? I would show it to her, and that would be it, right? That demo would usually never get out, right? Some other times, right? Sometimes those demos end up being stored away somewhere, and eventually they get found out years later, right? This right now is a demo, technically, right? It's sort of like a demo of a Ocarina of Time build that was shown off in Spaceworld back in 1997. Now, Ocarina of Time came out in 1998, so this is about a year before the game came out. So there's a lot of differences and a lot of interesting developmental facts about this game. This was discovered about like earlier this year, right? And what ended up happening is that when the game was found, it was found in a cartridge, right? Obviously, it was found in a developmental cartridge, and it was the way when they found it, it was about, I believe, like 50. I'm not 100% sure what the exact amount was, but about 50% of the data is lost. Right, that data was overwritten by F-Zero. Now, there is no beta elements of F-Zero in that cartridge. It's pretty much the final build of F-Zero. But what they were able to dig up was a lot of older builds of a lot of the older build of Ocarina of Time that was still left over, right? And what I have here right now, is sort of like a reconstruction of that data that was left over to make what is, at least at the moment, the closest we have to what people were able to experience back in 1997, back in Spaceworld. If you don't know what Spaceworld was, think of it as a pre E3, where people would go out and preview video games, such as Ocarina of Time and Mario 64, right? And so people were able to preview Ocarina of Time and pretty much see how the game was for themselves. And the game was very, very different. And we do have commercials and other stuff that showed a lot of the older material from Ocarina of Time, right? But we were never able to see it firsthand until recently, right? So this discovery mixed up with the Giga Leak, yes, Spaceworld. This mixed up with the Giga Leak that was last year, right? We were able to get a lot of information about Ocarina of Time. Something that I personally, because I loved video game development, right? I was able to what's it called? I've been like really into the development of games for years, right? I love beta versions of video games because it shows you the process, and it shows you sort of like what could have been back then, right? So, what we're gonna do is we're gonna show off this build of Ocarina of Time, right? Again, this is the closest we have. It's not 100% perfect, right? And it won't be 100% perfect until we have our hands on that build itself, right? But this is as much as we have with what we have, like with what we got, right? So let's go ahead and let's get into it, right? I'm really excited for this. Let me go ahead and pause this. And I do have a commercial ready just to kind of show you, and I'll play it when we get to a specific area, right? But for right now, we're going to start with this, right? This is called the Spaceworld 97 experience. So let me just go ahead and hold on, and we should be ready to go. Yes. Let me just move this to the side. Move this a little bit over here. Okay. So this is the Ocarina of Time, Spaceworld 97. I'm going to let this play because this is also slightly changed from the original. Okay. This is the old beta logo for Ocarina of Time, right? Okay, so back then, this is what they were able to compile. Back then, they were able to... This is what you would have been able to see if you were in Spaceworld 1997, right? So you would get a tour of Hyrule, you would get a dungeon tour, you would get a battle tour, and the extras is just for all the extra maps that they were able to find, both in the Giga Leak and within that cartridge itself. These are the credits. Thank these people, right? Everybody thank these people for making for getting all these assets, putting them back into Ocarina of Time, and pretty much making it so that we have a playable version of these specific levels, right? It took a lot of work, right? And these people should be credited for their work. So thank you, everybody involved, right? Thank you, everybody involved, for your work. Anyways, so we're not going to go here just yet. The map select has other maps. Again, these are the maps that weren't in the demo, but these maps were like beta maps or prototype maps that were used in previous versions. Some of them are even older than the demo itself. So we're gonna go to Hyrule Tour. Now, I've only previewed a little bit of this. I don't know all of it. We're gonna go ahead and go to Link's house. And we're just gonna notice immediately is, first of all, you can see Navi and the fairies. Their wings are very different. They're very sharp. You can see the sword looks a little bit different. The boomerang is a bit different. You got Saria in here. So let's go ahead and speak to Saria. Spaceworld 97, The Legend of Zelda, Hyrule Demo Tour. Welcome to Kokiri Forest, Jara. You can also see the text bubbles were a bit different. I'm Saria of the Kokiri. Nice to meet you. This is your house, Kokiri Village, Jara. Try pressing the Z trigger when you go outside. You'll face front and it's super handy. Also, for some reason, the Kokiri all say Jara. Also, Link had a turning animation, which is really nice, and I kind of wish they kept it in. Another thing you might notice is Link has hat physics, which is not something that happens in the original game. I kind of wish they kept it in. So let's go ahead and go out. Also, you're going to notice that the buttons are reversed. So the A button is going to do I believe it was attack before, and B button is going to do everything else. Another thing that was not in the original, but was added in the Wind Waker, right? Not in the Majora's Mask, but in Wind Waker, is this. You were not able to take out your sword like that. You would immediately just swipe, right? Also, this is not in any Zelda game. You're able to put your sword back in, but not your shield. And you can put your shield back. So it's a little weird. You also cannot roll in this version, but you can do this. You can attack. You can attack while moving, which was not brought back until Twilight Princess. Let's talk with the B button. The green icon on the top. Okay, yeah. Again, the Kokiri for some reason say Jara after every sentence. I don't know why. Excuse me. Now, you'll notice this fence over here, right? And because this was originally a Spaceworld demo, right? The fences over here were obviously they weren't supposed to be for the final part of the game. Were supposed to be for the final build of the game. These were made over here so that players wouldn't be going outside the bounds of things that weren't obviously finished yet. And so this is what you would have seen in Spaceworld 97. L. I'm very shy. I'm a very shy person. That's why I'm usually out of sight. If you come near me, we can chat. This is so awkward. Very strange, Goro, yes. Oi, can you hear me? If you use the Z trigger, we can even talk with it. Oh, we're far away, Jara. Not only that, but you hold Z, you can jump with the B button, Jara. Did you know that already? Oh, by the way, so Link can jump in the original build. So obviously you have the front flip and the back flip, right? But you could just regularly jump. Also, the sound effects are different, obviously. Ba-da-ba-dum. That's different. Also, she had a very different look to her. It looks like a prison. Oh, is this, Okay, so I guess this is how the shop was. Again, I don't know everything about this. I'm sort of blind, but I know. Jexy is rolling. I can't roll in this build. Also, you might not know, the Kokiri looked very, very different. So let's go ahead and take a look at some of them. Ah, that's the back. Excuse me. This one looks very, very specific. That purple fairy, though. Oh, another thing that you might not know. In base Ocarina, in the retail version of Ocarina of Time, right? If I were to get hit, for example, if a Deku Scrub were to shoot me, right? And if I were to, obviously, if I were to have, what the? That was weird. If I were to have this shield, right? If I were to have the shield, if the Deku Scrub shot me, right? It would hit me, obviously, right? In this version of the game, the shield is always active. So if I'm facing a specific direction and a Deku Scrub were to shoot me, right, it would actually bounce off my shield, even though I'm not doing this. So that's actually really interesting. That is not in the retail version of this game. Okay, this is 100% different. Whatever you remember from the original Deku Tree is not here. This is a completely new dungeon. Everything is new. Some of these features are pretty ambitious. Some of them are really, really cool. See how, okay, you see that? I'm having a hard time. I believe the stick, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe the stick actually does not break. Yeah. So the stick would actually have a bit of like HP to it, and would not break, and won't break in one hit, right? It'll actually go to a half thing. If you're familiar with the glitch in Ocarina of Time, if you're familiar with a certain glitch in Ocarina of Time, where if you were to like hit the stick from a certain distance, it would get like shorter, but kind of like, I guess you can use it infinitely. It's because it's a remnant of this. So yeah. Also, you can put your sword away mid-walk, which is so useful. Alright, let's go in here. Oh yeah, it fixes your stick. I forgot about that. Alright, let's go ahead and check. I found a piece of heart. Oh yeah, instead of 4 pieces of heart, there were originally 8. Big Baba. Sword away and do that a lot because the buttons are like opposite, because that's how they originally were. So I have not gone through this dungeon, so I'm pretty much blind over here. And I thought needing 5 pieces in Twilight Princess was too many, yeah. Mom says I'm only allowed to have 1 cool stick. It's really cool to see you play since I know how much you love the beta stuff. I've grown fond of looking up stuff on the cutting room floor. I'll be drawing, but I'm still be watching. Appreciate the watch. Okay, if anybody who's like familiar with a lot of the beta elements of Ocarina of Time, this was incredibly famous for being a... Okay, so... Before this came out, right? This was like a obviously this is like a bunch of windows, right? So people originally thought that there was a separate dungeon, like a wood dungeon, separate from the Deku Tree, right? Because like it's a little weird to see windows within the Deku Tree. You don't really see that on the Deku Tree itself, right? There's no indication that there's any windows. It isn't until we got that cartridge that we found out that no, this was the Deku Tree all along. Hey, how's it going? Again, I cannot roll. I can only swipe. Ah, I'm getting confused. Okay. Did you? Just kick onto the account. Don't worry, I had a feeling it was you. Thanks for joining the stream. If you're wondering why I'm not running out, it's just for the convenience. I believe in the actual Spaceworld demo there was probably a limited amount, or maybe they gave you unlimited amount. How weird is it to be here and say I personally never played Ocarina of Time? I mean, I mean, not everybody had access to the game. It's okay. I got the slingshot. Was that DME? What's DME? Oh, like damage? What was that? Like, what was that damage? Was that demo actually playable for? Yes, apparently this was apparently the demo that people played back in Spaceworld 1997. We do have some footage of this demo. Well, a little bit, not too much. I can't really do anything in this room. There's a door over here, and there's a door up here, so... Ah! I'm getting confused. Okay. Oh, so that animation does last longer? I found another heart piece. Yeah, it's weird. They don't spin. That's something I didn't notice. Yeah, see, the shield is active all the time. Like again, that's not something that that's like that's a thing in the retail version. If this was playable at the conference, I'd be impressed. I think this. I'm pretty sure this was playable at, like I said, playable at Spaceworld. Def the active shield thing was off the ideas of the 2D games. Yes, for sure. It's definitely something you can tell was from like A Link to the Past or Zelda 1. Well, even Zelda 2, obviously, to an extent. So that's locked. Yeah, they probably scrapped the auto shield because it's more interactive, challenging to control the shield yourself. That is also true, but I believe the active shield might cause other might cause some other issues. Oh, so something that you might not know. So Link has the three slight attack, right? You see how like every time he goes slightly forward, he does not do that. He does not do that with the forward stab. He does not do that. If you play in the retail version, Link will obviously go forward, right? He doesn't do that, and it's a little jarring. He stays still. Excuse me. That's not locked. Hold on. Hitboxes seem a little wonky, but I get it. It's unfinished. Yeah, it's definitely like around like it's like around a year, because this Ocarina of Time, if I remember correctly, was released in 1998, and this is from 97. Jexy's back to reading chat message out loud by reflex. Yeah, it's definitely a problem. Hold on, before I go over here, let's check out what's down here. Okay, it's just nothing over here. Ah, okay. Well, now we get to experience it firsthand. Oh, that's right. That's right. There is a bottom floor in case you mess up and you fall to the bottom. So we'll go down there if we accidentally fall. Yeah, so that's over there, and I have to go from to the bottom. Oh, heart piece. Actually, I believe you... Okay, hold on real quick. You see how Link is right here with the shield on? I don't think you can even do this in the retail version of the game. I believe Link will always put his shield back into his into his back whenever he climbs. That's not something that happens in the retail. Ah, camera. Yeah, he puts the sword and shield away and climbs, and as the climb starts, yeah. Yeah, Deku Babas are really annoying. Okay. So I'm going to need fire. Yeah, the real OG is the Deku, Spaceworld Deku Babas? Oh my god, they're annoying. So let's get the Deku stick. Okay, so yeah, let's go over here. Ah. Okay, so if I... You see that? See how the shield is always active? Look around. Over here. Oh yeah, okay, so this was a previous room, I believe. Oh, don't kick me up. Okay. You know what? Yeah. Hey, got a piece of heart. This is way bigger than the normal Big Babas? Is that? Oh my god. No! Where am I? Where am I? Where am I? Okay, I'm not that far down. It's so disorienting. Okay, so yeah, I was here. This is where that, gonna walk around you, walk around you. Nice. No, I haven't gone through here. Why didn't I just do that? Is there any other thing I can do here so I can unlock that? You could just do that. Is there anything? See anything else? Yeah, this is a lower down. I need to get up here. Yes. That's where I need to go. Because I know that's where a special thing happens. Wait. I thought I saw something. It must have been just the fire. Speed! Oh my god, please. Okay, quick thing. So when I play Ocarina of Time, I usually there's an option for Z targeting, right? And there's hold and switch. I usually have it on switch. I never have it on hold. In this version, I don't know if because it just wasn't available, there is only a hold mode, so that's very annoying. Let me just kill this for OCD's sake. I'm also, as you might have guessed, not playing on an actual N64 controller, so that's also a bit weird. Okay, so there's probably something in here. Oh, well, I'm going down. Okay. I just didn't go here. Anyways, let's go down. And this leads to this room. Okay. So now... What the... Okay, so it doesn't really make sense that it falls over here, but it lands, like, right there. It's like in the general area, but it's not there. Hey, hey, thanks for joining the stream, Hero. How am I doing? I'm doing all right. I'm having a really good time seeing the interesting differences of this game. Goma is lurking in the dark. Change your view with the see up button to search for the Goma's glowing eye. So this, so in base Ocarina Time, it doesn't even tell you to use see up when you go into Goma's room. In this version, it does, which is interesting. Also, you can see, like, immediately Link's lighting changed. Oh, pretty nice. Oh, nice, nice. Yeah, it's really cool. Whoa! What the? What? Am I doing anything to it? Goma looks... What if I use Slingshot? Oh! So this is a mod that recreates an earlier version of Ocarina of Time? Yes, actually. Based off of a lot of data that they were able to gather from an old cartridge that somebody found. All right, so that was the Deku Tree dungeon. We do have Dodongo's Cavern. But first, let's go ahead and check out Hyrule Castle. And so, as you can immediately see, it's very different. Even the textures are different. It's a lot more green, darker green. You'll notice that it's not as guarded as it was as it is in the retail version. Hey, thanks for joining the stream. Actually, does Link have any... He does not have any items. This is where you would have met the Great Fairy to get Din's fire. So yeah, there's no bridge or anything. You just walk straight up over here. And you can even talk to the guards. Thinking someday I'd like to become a great gatekeeper who blocks the way and doesn't let anyone pass. And yeah, it's the same thing. This road is like where Malon is singing in the castle, near the castle. Yes, it is. If you remember, actually, this area, in the retail version, there's like a tree. You can use the Song of Storms, and there's a. I believe you can even do the glitch with the golden Skulltula, so you can get an pretty much all 99 without, all 99 without having to do anything. This would have been where you did you would have gone with Talon. Can I? Since this is not the full thing, I can't go in here. So I can't go in and talk to Zelda. Now, I don't think there was any unused music tracks that we were able to find. No, like I said, about 50% of the data that was in that cartridge is lost, and we're not able to get it back unless we find another similar build, right? So there could have been a lot more data in there, or there was a lot more data in there that we just aren't able to get. I saw an angel. A girl like a divine angel, though she wasn't of this earth. She was in the castle courtyard, frolicking with the beautiful white horse. Oh, how did I get to the castle courtyard? I can't tell you that. Excuse me. Does that imply that that more Kokiri were able to leave the forest and they just weren't able to before? And they just didn't want to before? All these people give me, like, lore. Oh, hey, how's it going, what do you call it? Reunion follower? Damn, what a racist. Okay, I can't go over here. There was probably a loading zone, it's just, they just don't have it. I believe there was... Yes, okay. So Temple Time, the outside looked very different. This was actually in a screenshot, believe it or not, and this was so fascinating because a lot of us thought this was like the back of the Temple of Time. But no, this is the actual front of the Temple of Time. You can even see Hyrule Castle all the way over there. Now, I don't know if you can go in the Temple of Time here. Can I go in? I can. Yeah, this was in screenshots too. Okay, so, I don't know why it has the Deku Tree music in here, but that's fine. Okay, some interesting lore time. So, in the beta version of Ocarina of Time, right? What would happen is that you would get the 3 stones from the places that you were supposed to get them from, right? And when you were to go into the future, 7 years into the future, right? What would happen is those stones would go gray, and they would lose their power. Like, their power would be siphoned. And the door over here would close, right? So you're not able to go back to the Master Sword, right? Which, in the retail version, you are able to go back to the Master Sword as soon as you finish the Forest Temple, right? So what would happen is that you were supposed to, one by one, go to the Forest Temple, the Fire Temple, and the Water Temple, so that you can restore the pendants, or what do they call it? I forget what they're called. You were supposed to restore these, right? And they would get their color back one by one, and then the door would open. And that's what it was. And we even have there's even an alternate cutscene where Adult Link is right here. He takes out his sword, right? And Sheik is over here, right? And Sheik will give you the dialogue that Sheik will give you in the retail version of the game right next to the Master Sword. So yeah, it's very interesting stuff. And we do have access to that cutscene, sort of. We have access to the camera of that cutscene, I believe, but we do have old footage of that. Oh, by the way, yeah, the camera does go downwards. We do have a camera. We do have a old video of part of that cutscene. Can I get in here? And I can't go any further. So yeah, that's it for this area. Let's go ahead and let's go to Hyrule Field. So I'm Adult Link now. Originally there were horses all around. Again, these fences were here so that players don't go into... because the developers don't want these players to go into parts that aren't completely finished yet. So here you were... players would have been able to mess around with Epona, and I believe you can even do a race. Oops. The pots are safe for now. Very true. Oh, one thing. Okay, so now... Oh yeah, you're able to take your sword out. Okay, so... you have the hammer, which is there. We have the bow, obviously. Let's see. Oh, okay, it doesn't give you everything. Okay. You can also see how the menus look very different. Some of the icons are super, super different. The map is very different. Yeah, pretty much everything was different. because originally, okay, so originally they wanted Ocarina of Time to have sword combat on a horse, but they weren't able to do it, so they ended up implementing that idea in Twilight Princess. So this is a remnant of that idea. So yeah, again, these fences are here because they don't want you going into... They didn't want the players playing the demo to go in these other parts of the game. Because they weren't obviously finished yet. Another thing, there was no original Epona song. What you would do... yeah. Oh, that's just a bush. Okay. Originally, there was not an Epona song. There was an item called the reed, right? And what you would do is you would just use it to whistle, and it would just bring it would bring Epona. It would play the song, Epona song. That idea was eventually implemented in Twilight Princess. So yeah, let's go back to... Let's see if I can go into Lon Lon Ranch. If Lon Lon Ranch even exists. Okay, I cannot go to Lon Lon Ranch. Alright. Okay, so let's go ahead and move on from here, and let's go back to Hyrule. Let's check out Death Mountain. Let's see, so I'm back to these items. Okay. So yeah, obviously there's no... Well, Gorons are locked in. And I believe there was no... Goron bracelet, so Link could just get them automatically. There would have been a heart piece there in the retail version of the game. Danger! Dodongo's Cavern! Whew. Okay, so Dodongo's Cavern is like a weird like, it looks like the retail version, but it's like this weird mixed, like, warped version of it. Okay, at least I can do that. Okay, well, rip. No, this looks wrong. Can I get up here? No. Is this something I can blow up here? Yes, it is. Oh, and it's an entrance. I got the map. Oh yeah, they don't take away your shield? That's weird. I believe I'm supposed to wait, no, can I can just... Yeah. Okay, this is this room. The lizard. Lizard. Ah. Nope. Climb, 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 climb. Damn it. Climb! Come on! No, I want to be lazy! Okay, I'm gonna lurk. I'm gonna lurk while I watch this and play Monster Hunter stories too. That's okay. And there's not too much commentary. It's because it's like I'm doing battle stuff or anything. Excuse me. Can you give me hearts? Yes. And you press the button. Oh, it's this room. It's cool. Can I just... Nice. Eh. Yeah, this looks way different. This is cool. So what's this? Whoa! Ow. Oh, I got the bomb bag. Okay. Yeah, this looks completely different here. Oops. Do I have like 1/4 of a heart right now? That's interesting. Wait, what? Interesting. Okay, so I got bomb. Oh yeah, bombs look different. Whoa! That's interesting. Ow. Ow. Nice, I got a compass. Oh, you're gonna die, though. Oh, we need to go over there. Death approaches. Do I have anything to help me with that? No. Ah! Give me HP, give me some hearts. Yes. Death is not approaching. But it was close, though. Okay. So what is this? The bombs look really weird. Okay. Here's what I'm gonna do. For the sake of time, and because I want to go over a lot of the other stuff, right? I don't want to stick on the dungeons for too long. I've pretty much shown the majority of this dungeon, and King Dodongo is pretty much relatively the same, right? What we're gonna do is we're gonna go back. We're gonna go to another area, right? Because there's more to show. Let's see. Yeah, we went to Death Mountain. We went to Dodongo's Cavern. Let's go to Special Course. This is going to be very, very interesting. So, this, if you all know, is the Gerudo Special Training Area, right? I think Saria is just here as a placement. Spaceworld 97 Special Course. Here you can select 3 courses. Each course has a warp point at the goal. The contents of each course is written at the signs, so be sure to read them and give them a shot. Archery course, shoot the monument. Tag course, chase after the fleeing ghost called Poe. You got the compass. Four ghosts called Poes are hiding in the maze. Destroy them to clear the course. Okay. So, this right here, some of them... Okay, so this is going to be really interesting, right? So, this path over here, if any of you are familiar with Dampe, right? When Dampe, in the retail version of the game, what you would do is that Dampe would be dead, right? And you would go to his grave, and when you go into his grave, you would be able to do a Dampe racing course, right? Where you eventually get the hookshot. It's required, you need it so you can get the hookshot to beat the game, right? It originally wasn't for Dampe, it was for this special training thing. And it's pretty much exactly the same. Which is really interesting. But what I'm really interested to see is what this one is. So I want to see what this is like. Okay. I think I'm supposed to defeat 4? It's 3. Okay, they're supposed to run away from me. I believe there should be one more. Wow, I didn't know that. You learn something new every day. Yeah, it's true. I go, here it is. This is the end. And this takes me back here, right? So let's go ahead and check out that Dampe maze. Which isn't Dampe here. So yeah, this is what the Dampe maze originally was. Oops. So yeah, if you're familiar with that, it's a Tampe. Oh, and you get to fight him. It's just a random foe in his maze, yep. Alright, and we're gonna go to the last one, which is an archery game. This is in the Gerudo's training area. I believe this is one of the few things that that's pretty much the same. Okay, gotta get food. Nice to watch your stream. Thanks for joining. It's always a pleasure having you on. Ah. So yeah, that was relatively the same. The room layout is a bit different in the retail version, but for the most part, that's pretty much how it was. Too bad the N64 aim controls always suck. Actually, no. The N64 controls weren't that bad. It's just that, like, when it comes to newer controllers, things are a bit like the sensitivity is kind of a little bit out of whack. And even though my sensitivity isn't too bad, the N64 was not that bad when it came to sensitivity. It's just it wasn't too bad. Here's the battle tour, so we can fight Goma, King Dodongo. We don't need to do that. But there's the Stalfos fight. Oh, that's fair. Yeah, I gotta give a little bit of respect to the original N64 controls, because a lot of people think they're bad because they played on a GameCube controller, and like they play Ocarina of Time on a GameCube controller, and especially in different builds of the game, sensitivity is going to be out of whack, right? But if you played on the original, it's not that bad. Okay, so we got pretty much a lot of the stuff that was in the. Well, just for completion's sake, let's go ahead and show the Dodongo's Cavern. Well, okay, no, that's not what I meant. Let's go ahead and show the King Dodongo fight, right? Since it is slightly different. Dodongo's skin is hard. It's hard enough to be invincible, but actually, they seem to be weak to bombs. It's a secret to everybody. Wait a minute, what? Does Link have something in his hand? He has a bomb bag in his hand. I didn't even know that. That's not something I recognize from the retail version of the game. You see that? He has the bomb bag in his hands. That's interesting. Wait, it's in his pack. It's in his pouch. That's interesting. Excuse me. And that was the Dodongo fight, King Dodongo fight. Okay, so that's the King Dodongo fight. Okay, so now you're thinking, okay, we did everything from the space world, right? This is everything, right? Is that all we have to do? Oh boy, you poor child. This is not even the tip of the iceberg. This is everything that we saw. This, and this. These are all the things that were available in Spaceworld 97. But that's not all the information that we have about the beta and the prototypes of Ocarina of Time. We have the map selection. Now, these are not things that were available for... these are not things that were seen in the Spaceworld 97 event, right? These are the individual maps that that people were able to get from both the Giga Lake and it's mostly from the cartridge, right? From the recovered cartridge that they were able to get, right? So yes, we have a lot of work to do. Welcome to the beta of Ocarina of Time. We're going to Hyrule Field. Okay. So some of this stuff is obviously we've already been here, so we don't need to go here, right? So let's go back. We are given all the items, by the way. So that's this is Kakariko Village. Let's go to Kakariko Village. This is how Kakariko Village used to look like. Now, from what I know, obviously we do not have any information on, for example, what this sign says. I think this sign was put over by the people who modded this in, so it obviously says it's a secret to everybody, right? Which is definitely not what it originally would have said, or if there was a sign there to begin with. These are beta NPCs, and I cannot have any interaction with them. This is Kakariko Village. This is how people died here. I cannot interact with this guy. See how very, very basic this is. None of these houses are houses I can enter. This guy is the same as the other one, just a different color. This obviously over here still says it's a secret to everybody. I don't think you should have interactions with whatever that thing was. Here's another NPC. Here is another sign that just says a secret to everybody. Here's yet another NPC that we cannot have any interactions with. I believe there might be something over here that's really weird. This might be the road to Death Mountain, I'm not sure, but at the moment, oh, what? Oh, okay, it does lead to Death Mountain. I didn't even know there was actually anything here. But I was not done exploring that, so let me go ahead and go back. So let's go back to Kakariko Village, right? It's a bit sad that I can't roll, but it'll be okay. Now, you see that over there? That is the graveyard, right? And the graveyard is something that was available in video, in in some old video footage that we were that we've known about for years, right? But now we actually have the map for this area. We'll go ahead and go over here. This is the old graveyard. Now, in the video, in the old video, I remember there being pose and it was nighttime. So even if we do have the map for it, we don't have, like, certain things, like the way the lighting was and stuff like that, right? I might see if I can try to find the old video to show you what it used to look like. So, while I wait over here, let me go ahead and see if I can find that old video. So it'll be Ocarina of Time Beta Graveyard, right? Here it is. Now, let's see. Let me go ahead and go to YouTube right quick. And here it is. So we're gonna go ahead and watch this. That's pretty much it. There's not much to it. I believe there is more footage, but yeah. There's not a lot. There's not a lot to that. Right? So let me go ahead and make sure everything's back to where it was. Okay. So yeah. Also, you might have noticed I have a lot of different items here, right? And I'm going to use said item to go ahead and show off. Okay. So this is the reed. This is the horsegrass whistle that you can use to summon an opponent. And Epona is supposed to come, but she's not coming right now. Yes, this was supposed to be the thing that calls Epona. This is a bomb. And what you were supposed to do with it is that you set it there, and an enemy would go on top of it, and it would explode. It was a landmine, to an extent, right? Another thing, this is the lens of truth. This is just how it originally looked like. It's just an egg, empty bottle, red potion, green potion. Here's the hook shot, in which how it originally looked like. And now, the medallions. You were able to equip the medallions originally. And they would do magic. You might notice some of this magic is magic that was used originally. And that's magic that is kept, right? There's Din's Fire, there's Furor's Wind, and then there's, I can't remember the other one. Din, Furor, and Nehru's Love, right? Which is the shield. And, we'll save the Spirit Metal for last. The Spirit Metal is going to be very, very interesting. I believe what the Spirit Metal does is that it allows you to, I think it lights up rooms or something. I don't remember exactly what it does. But what the Shadow Metal does... The Shadow Metal allows you to be invisible to enemies. So if I still have it up, they will not notice me. I can still get hit, obviously, but they will not notice me at all. And now, for the most interesting one... Oh, hold on. I'll have to wait for this to... And actually, we'll use this one. We'll go ahead and use this one. Okay, we'll go ahead and use this one. And, actually, no. We can use it here. Yep. You were able to control Navi. Now, to what extent, we don't know. We don't know if you were able to just use it in dungeons, or if you were just able to, you were able to roam freely, but I would imagine that they took it out because you could obviously see the outside of the world, and, yeah. But yes, you were able to control Navi. Just like, pretty much like a Zelda 2 concept. Oh, that's interesting. Where does that lead to? Oh, that's interesting. It leads over here. I'm on the other side of the fence. Okay. Now I'm stuck. I can't get out. That bridge is not there. Okay. Okay, so that was just one area. That was just Kakariko Village. The graveyard was already there, right? We just checked the graveyard because it was connected to Kakariko Village. This power, yes. Let's go to Lost Woods. I don't think I've seen this map. This is a map that I've not seen. The power to force people to wake up and forcing them to listen to you. Oh, the chews. These enemies are not in the retail version of the game. Hey, look, original Stalfos. Yeah. Doesn't seem like a big area. Leave me alone. I'm trying to explore. Excuse me. Yeah, this doesn't seem like a really big area, but it's interesting nonetheless. Absolutely unrecognizable. I love it. Yep. Lag. So, quick thing. Can I go through here? Oh. Okay. Where do I end up? Oh, I end up back here. So, one of the reasons why those enemies, and this is just a fun fact, there's a reason why those enemies lag a lot. It's because the top and bottom are literally copy-pasted, and the bottom is just made smaller. So, it's just a lot of polygons for that small thing. What is Epona doing here? That's weird. Yeah. Oh, another area over here. Does this lead me? Okay, now I'm over here. That was a really interesting area. So let's go to, that was Kokiri Village, let's check. Oh, okay. No. This is the same. This is the same. Okay, let's go back, because there's a different Kokiri Village. Sacred Forest Meadow. Let's go ahead and go there. This is, I was just here, I believe. No, this is different. Whoa. Whoa. What is this? What the? Wait, what? Where am I? Am I at the Forest Temple? Oh, that's interesting. Oh, interesting. What the? I guess one loading screen. Yeah, it's like when I go down here, it loads the bottom, and then this loads the top. As soon as I get back up on here. So what does this lead to? Absolutely frightening. This is just a trap room. Like I said, I won't be able to go through all of the game, right? It's just so much content that I just won't be able to go through it feasibly. So I'm just trying to show you mainly what the highlights are, what's some really cool stuff. Ow. That you'll probably be interested in seeing. Can I not go up here? Okay. Well, I guess ladders don't work. So let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and go to go to Lake Hylia. Hold on. Get up, get off. Get off! I want off this crazy ride. There's a sign here, but I can't read it. Oh, it's this area. Okay. There's a very, very famous screenshot of the beta of Ocarina of Time that shows this exact location. This exact woman. Can I talk to her? I cannot. I believe this water doesn't also doesn't have. Yeah, it's just solid. What the? Wait, what? How did I get over here? Why am I all the way over here? Am I in a completely different location? No. I'm just in a What? Yeah, I'm just like all the way over here. Yeah, I believe over here does take me somewhere. If I were to go on this direction. Excuse me? The game really said, okay, your time's up, bye, and gave you the boot. True. There should be a loading zone here, if I remember correctly. I guess not. Hold on real quick. Back over here. Okay. Wait, what? What is that? Oh, it's just like, yeah, the world. Okay, let's go into a different area. Okay, let's go to... I'm gonna skip... Okay. We're gonna go to Gerudo Valley, because this is also a little bit different. So you can already see horses aside from Epona. They had a couple of tents here that you could actually go in. Though the collision's a little off. There you go. So the collision's a little weird. You can see the old Gerudo symbol. I believe I should still have the hookshot. Does the hookshot work? I know I can go with Epona, but I want to know if the hookshot works. No. But if I fall down here... yes, I can go there. But let's go on Epona. Okay, so, yes, there's a tent over here, but what's interesting about this is, if I were to go over here, there's cactuses. Now, I believe, if I remember correctly, there are no cactuses in Ocarina of Time, like, at all. So that's, like, really weird and really interesting, but there are cactuses in, A Link to the Past, and it's also in the desert area, I believe, or it's like, yeah, it's somewhere there. There is a screenshot, an old screenshot, with a Link in the desert, and there was a cactus, I believe. Yeah, I believe the collision goes on for a while. So let me go ahead and go to a different area. Hyrule Castle. This is this the... Okay, this is this Hyrule Castle, okay. Okay, Mountain Trail. Actually, this might be different. Let's go ahead and check these out anyways. Okay. Okay, that's still fine. That's the one that we've already seen. Let's go to Death Mountain Crater. This is not one that we've gone to yet, but it's relatively the same. Not entirely different. Let's go ahead and... Oops. Oh, I forgot. You can fuse that with the arrows. Let's go ahead and do some exploration. I'm sorry for the Navi sounds. This leads to the Fire Temple. Does this lead anywhere? This leads outside. Go ahead and go down here. And this leads nowhere. Okay, that probably would have led to... That probably would have led to the fire temple. So let's go ahead and go down here. Death Mountain entrance. This is... This is... yeah, this is something completely different. Oh, there's a chest over there. Here we have those shoes. Oh, I can't interact with it. And where does this lead to? This leads to here. Okay. So yes, there's that. We'll go to Death Mountain Caverns. At least what we presume to be the Death Mountain Caverns. We actually don't really know what this place was supposed to be. But it's weird, it's claustrophobic, and it's like... very, very strange. There's like arrows. There's a chest here, but I can't interact with it. Oh, there's some beta Octoroks? Those were in pre-release screenshots? Oh, wow. Now I'm in prison. Yeah, okay. I can't get out of here. But you get the point. Path to hell. Yep. Okay, you get the point of that one. Let's go... Okay, so there's the market. We don't need to go there. Let's check out market item shop. So, yeah. The item shop. What does he say? This is an adult shop. Come back when you're older, then I'll play with you. What? What's this? I can't purchase anything. Can I get out? No. But you can tell it's the same marketplace. Okay, let's get out and let's go to... outside Temple of Time. There's Temple of Time, Temple Chamber of Sages. We've already checked that. Hyrule Castle Garden. What's that? Oh, I haven't seen this at all. Oh, this place was pre-rendered before. I've never seen this. So you would have gotten out through here as young Link. Or you would have spawned over here. Yeah, you would have spawned like over here. And you were to go all the way over there. That's weird. I've never seen this before. This is very new to me. Yeah, that's interesting. That's really new to me. There's the fairy fountain. The great fairy looked very different, obviously. It wasn't the scary lady, but she looked very different. And obviously, we do not have anything right now, so... Oh! I'm just gonna fall I'm gonna fall to my doom. Okay, let's there's a target range. This was in pre-release screenshots. Come to me, Epona. Let us go through the shooting range. So yeah, it's the shooting range. Maybe some of these were supposed to move or something. Maybe opponent was supposed to move automatically. Excuse me. Can I talk to you? No. So that's the shooting range. Okay, let's go down. Link's house. Which, yes, this was in the beginning. Alright, let's go down. Let's go to map select. Let's go... Okay, so Kokiri shop. There's the grotto. Let's check that out real quick. Okay. What the? Excuse me? What? What? Never seen that interaction before. And I'm here. Alright, let's go back over here. Let's go to water cave. Oh, okay, so... Oops. Link falls to his doom. Okay, so what's interesting about this area is if... LOL, what? Yeah. Okay, so... do you... If anybody was around during the olden days of Ocarina Time, back when the... back when people were talking about Unicorn Fountain and stuff like that, do you remember a rumor about the Zora's Domain and how there's like a weird area in the bottom where it's like square, right? There's like a square like indent or like a square like form inside. Like there's like a square like cave-ish thing in the Zora's Domain, right? What we believe, or what people believe, is that that was supposed to be an original entrance for Zora's Domain, and this is supposed to be kind of like the path to it, right? And this is, I guess, supposed to be filled with water. So this was supposed to be what led to that area, supposedly. So the reason why I can't get up is because it's supposed to be filled with water. In fact, you can actually see the water that's supposed to be up here. See, it's supposed to be filled up with water. I even tried to go there. Yes, I remember. I did too. When I heard about that, I was incredibly surprised. I was like, what? So this originally had a purpose? So yeah, this is supposed to be the path to that area. Like I said, it's... you don't see it from here, but if I were to go down, all of a sudden, it's filled with water. So yeah, very, very interesting. Let's go down over here. Okay. This is going to be very, very interesting. So this is the old version of Hyrule Field, and this is going to be very unfinished. This is what Hyrule Field looked like. This is Hyrule Castle. Again, sorry for the there's like no music or anything. I don't know. I wouldn't want to ruin it with some regular old music. We're getting, like, the experience at the moment. Road ends here. Okay, what's really interesting about this map is that you see that thing in the distance over there? It looks like a big door. Well, let's get closer over here. Or actually, no, not there. It's actually over here. This. This is weird and very interesting, and I don't know why it's here. It's like a grave. Again, we don't know why that's even there. Let's go... Ah, not... I'm gonna use Navi again, so sorry about the noise, but it's a pretty good way to travel, so... We can see the map. Remember, this is originally what Hyrule Field looked like. Very, 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 very unfinished. I believe there's a house not too far off. Or it's somewhere around here. It's somewhere. I know there's a house. Might be on the other side. Oh, I think I see it. Let's go back over there. So there's a little house over here. You can't, obviously you cannot enter this house. Even if I wasn't Navi, I still wouldn't be able to enter this house. I think you get the point. Very, very unfinished. Very, very, very barren. So there's Deku Tree Dungeon, which is the old one that we did go through. There is an older version of that dungeon, the first dungeon, and it's incredibly basic. That's it. So this was the dungeon, it's the beta of the beta. It's like the alpha version of the dungeon. Very early on. This is pretty much, I guess, to like test things out. Where am I? Okay, there's a thing in here, just an opening. And that's pretty much it. Where am I? There we go. Not much, right? So yeah. Go back down. There's the Goma, the Dongo's Cavern, there's Jabu Jabu. I believe this was just to test out the what do you call it? The way the floor is moving and stuff like that. There's not really much in here. There's special course, which is what we've already been to. Let's go back down. We've been to the Forest Temple. What's the test version of that? Right. It's this room. There's not much in this room. Just a couple things here and there. It's pretty similar to the final version of the game, but a lot more basic. There's not much. Like, for example, this doesn't lead anywhere. There's no block puzzle or anything. It's really basic. So, yeah. Okay, let's go back down. We're gonna skip some of these. Oh. The water temple is different. I'm not even gonna go through the entirety of what the water temple was, but the water temple is something entirely different. Like, I would probably have to dedicate a lot of time to explore the entirety of what the water temple is, and I just would not be able to. But I do want you to see the way everything is structured. There's a thing at the top. A bunch of... The water temple, I guess, was always going to be multi-layered. But it was way different the way it was structured. To an extent, right? There's certain things that are obviously similar, but a lot of it was very different. And this is supposedly what the entrance was. And yeah... Water temple, very different. Like I said, it would take me forever to attempt to show everything about the water temple, so you take my word for it. It's a pretty different place. This is Ganon's Tower. So, back in the original days, originally... Ocarina of Time worked similarly to that of Mario 64. So you were able to go through paintings, and they would take you to different worlds. That's just how it was back then. This is in an old video that I will show you after I show you the entirety of what this is. Nope, I know where you are. This is not the Stalfos you're supposed to fight here, but... Because it's supposed to be the old version of the Stalfos, but I guess they have it here. The old version of the Stalfos does show up. So yeah. I don't need to show you that. Because the old Stalfos, I believe, shows up around here. Hold on, let me go back. So yeah, this is what supposedly was Ganon's tower. The old Stalfos should appear right here. This is the original Stalfos design. I showed it to you earlier, but yeah. So yeah, I don't need to... I don't need to fight him. This was the original design. Ow. Now, I don't know if you would have behaved like this. So yeah. And that's the end of that. Let's see. Before I go back, before I show you the video, because I did say I was going to show it to you right after, but there might be, there's not too much left. Actually, we're very, very close. So let me go ahead and show you the rest, and I will show you the video. Right? It's an old video. It's just an old commercial for Ocarina of Time, and I'll show it to you later. This is the test room. Just a bunch of test assets and stuff like that. Here is some old models that maybe that weren't shown. Like, you can see her blue headband over here. This guy is very different. I don't know what he's wearing. This is what Sheik used to look like. Not Sheik. This is what Impa used to look like. Mido. This is obvious testing for stuff like this. And these guys are just here. A test room is a test room. Not much to it, but it does what it does what it does. So let's go to depth test. Now this is supposed to test the depth of where Link falls. This is Sasaki's test, which I believe. Oh yeah, it's just for different. You can hear the sounds for walking and stuff like that. And yeah, I think it's for floor texture, for sound effects and all that stuff. This is test room. In the original Spaceworld 97 demo, many interactable objects found in dungeon maps were handled by just one special dungeon actor. Each instance of this actor is placed in a map and had unique settings to tell the actor what model to display and what behavior to have. While many settings have been figured out or guessed at, some are just too difficult to figure out with any amounts of certainty. Therefore, green cubes have been placed in spots where the dungeon actor was used, but its settings were unable to be figured out. Interesting. What does this say? Okay, I think this is the same thing. Okay. That's some interesting info. Does this give me any more info? Okay, this is I guess they're all the same. These are just, like, individual objects that they tested stuff on. Now we know from the Dodongo's. Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess it doesn't do anything. But yeah, another test area. We're almost done here, folks. LOD test. Now this, I believe, this is to test out the distance, right? So like, if you know, in video games, obviously, right? When a character is far away, or when an object is far away, they switch to a lower poly model or a 2D object so that it can save data, right? So they can save rendering data, and it's not too hard on the whatever hardware they're using at the time, or it's just a general like thing to make it so that there's not too much calculations going on at once, and etc. etc. So this is just a test to see the distance. So bam, it's gonna turn into that. If I were to go back, it's that, and this is a. If I were to turn around, this is a 3D object. So it's just to test things out like that. Nothing much to it. This is material test. So this is just to test out this weird thing. I don't know what this is. So yeah. Okay, so now we're getting to the stuff that we already had. So before the Giga Leak and before the cartridge find, these two rooms were stuff that we already had, right? This room we already had. There were originally Stalfos here. I don't know why there's not Stalfos in here now, but yes, we did find this room before. I don't know what it was originally supposed to be for, but we already had access to this room when we got the debug ROM for Ocarina of Time. This door leads nowhere, and it led nowhere when we originally found it. This is the Stalfos boss room. Now, this is not... There was originally a Stalfos that you fought over here. You would have popped out over here, and I believe the person who was fighting... well, I got out. But the person who was fighting at the time was using the great... the Big Goron sword. Okay, this is the last map, right? And this is Kokiri Forest, the older version. And this is very, very interesting. Through this hole is Hyrule Field. Kokiri Forest was massive in its and the way it originally looked. Kokiri Village, no strangers allowed. It's Fairy Endowment Day, Jara. That means I'm all grown up too, Jara. You know about Fairy Endowment Day? Fairy Endowment, Jara? That's no good, Jara. Let me educate you, Jara. Better listen up, Jara. Fairy Endowment is a ceremony where us Kokiri receive fairies from our guardian deity, the Great Deku Tree. The fairies we get help us out with all sorts of things until we're all grown up. Okay. Here's an... looks like what's to be an axe. Is that Mido again? I grow mushrooms, Jara. When I grow up, I'm gonna plant some more in the dirt above here, Jara. All this shop does stuff that that anyone can find in the forest, Jara. No need to bother buying it, Jara. And here's Link's house. Oh. When you meet someone, you're supposed to greet them with B. That's the Kokiri etiquette. Hey, Link, everything okay, Jara? Okay, what's interesting about Ocarina of Time, Link's house in the original, right, is that Link has an open window. But if you were to actually go back in Link's house, it would be nothing, right? And while there's nothing here, right, there's enough open space to make it, like, at least... You can at least assume there was supposed to be a window there. So it's really interesting. Great Deku Tree is just beyond the path through this overgrown area, Jara. But with the moblins causing trouble, I've been unable to get through the Great Deku Tree's place. You could take a weapon. And there he is, the Great Deku Tree. The lighting and all. There is an old video about this Deku, the way the Great Deku Tree was over here. And Link was like standing right here. Also, first person wasn't like this. First person was like in Mario 64 originally. And that's it. Those are all the maps that we were able to find. So now let me go ahead. And go back. Let's go over here. Go back to map select because there's nothing here. Now, I've shown you everything, right? So now let me go ahead and show you the old commercial that was shown back in the day, right? So let's go ahead and go back to the Ocarina of Time commercial over here. Okay. Let's go ahead and put that down. And let's go back to YouTube. This is the old commercial that was shown back in the day. You see, right here, this is the area we were just in, right? We were just in this area. You can see the textures were slightly different. The Great Deku Tree has a big nose and everything. And you can see even in this area, in this clip, right? This is the Mario 64 first-person camera, or it's not first-person, right? But it's the see-up camera, right? Or the see-up button thing, where you're supposed to look in first-person, right? So that's how it looked like, and you can see the turning animation that Link has. This is the room that we were just in right here. We do not have this area at all. At least from what I know. We were just in this area, right? And you can see that Link's attack animations are a lot different, right? This is the Stalfos that we just fought earlier. Exclusivement sur Nintendo 64. We do not have this area, from what I know. It's the same area from before. I believe we do not have this area. So here, this is where the Stalfos comes in, and we fight the Stalfos. He takes out the sword. We do not have this area. And that's it. That's the what do you call it? That's the commercial for Ocarina of Time. Now, let me go ahead and get out of this because we are done. We are done looking at the Ocarina of Time beta 97 experience, right? Now let me see if I can find another quick commercial, right, of Ocarina of Time, where I can show you a bit more. Let's see, a bit more of what was originally shown. Let's see. Here is a little bit of that footage that I mentioned earlier of the unused cutscene where Sheik appears, in the Temple of Time, where the what do you call it? Where the pendants the pendants are supposed to be drained of their energy, and you are not able to go back. So let's go ahead and go back over here. Oh, this is also beta Lake Hylia. See, you can see these are the pendants, and they're all drained of their color and their power. So yes, hold on, sorry about that. No, stop that. Now let me go back over here. Okay, so there's that, and let us go to, let's see, is there any other, there's this commercial, which I absolutely love, and it's right here. So it's a lot of the same footage that we had earlier, except now we have the graveyard footage that we it's a little bit clearer actually, and we have this, which is also clearer. It's the same footage again. This footage, I love this part. Even you can tell it's sped up because Navi is freaking out. But also the music helps this amount. So yes. Sorry about it. Oh yeah, this is the original beta footage from way back. We do not have it. Actually, hold on. What's this? Hold on. This looks familiar. This might be an older area. Anyways, let's go back over here. So... yeah, so... yeah. Anyways, okay. That'll be enough for that. Okay? Anyways, so yes, that's a lot of the, that's pretty much everything that I wanted to showcase for the beta and the prototype of Ocarina of Time. Again, thanks to all those great people that I showed earlier. You can find I believe it's one of the main people who were in charge, Zell 640, 640, which I have linked down in the description below, um, for their as you know, as credit and everything for their wonderful job, and the team, of course, for doing everything for making that game, for not making the game, for compiling all the data that they were able to find within that cartridge, and able to make a playable demo for us to experience and show off. Again, I have not shown everything off because that would be crazy. I can't show everything off, right? Um, there's just so much content, so much history, and it's all very, very fascinating. If you want to experience this, I would go ahead and suggest you go and check out Zell's channel, right? Which is probably in Zell's Twitter, which I have again linked down in the description, right? You can go ahead and check their channel. They have a release trailer and everything for this, and if you want to go ahead and check it out, you go ahead and check it out. If not, there are some other people who are doing some footage, what do you call it, coverage of this mod, this hack, and yeah, so yeah, that's pretty much everything I do have to show you for today. Thank you all so much for joining. This was originally supposed to be a Thanksgiving stream, but it looks like I'm going to be getting some bad weather for Thanksgiving and potentially Friday. So there's nothing much I can do about that. But what I can say is that I do plan on streaming again relatively soon, which I believe would be on Saturday or Sunday. I'm hoping for Saturday, right? And I believe I'm going to be streaming Ho-Ho. And I'm incredibly afraid of playing that game. But it should be fun, right? It's going to be a frighteningly fun time. Again, thank you all so much for joining the stream. There was a lot of quiet parts, mainly because I was also kind of experiencing a lot of the stuff. Not everything. I have seen things here or there, and I've done my own research. And again, I don't know everything. People like Zell and the people in their team know way more than I do. Right? I just know things in passing here and there because I've done a lot of my own research, right? But yeah, again, thank you all so much for joining the stream and hearing me nerd out about all this stuff. I just love this. And if we do find the original beta and the original thing in its fully fleshed out form, I will go ahead and check it out too, right? There's also other things that I would love to see, like if Earthbound 64, which was Mother 3's original version, the original version of that game, I will 100% check it out on stream. That is just like this game, just like Ocarina of Time is. This is like a gold mine of beta content, right? And if Earthbound 64 / Mother 3 on the N64 were to be discovered, right, that would be beautiful. That would be a wish come true. And same thing with like Mario 64 and even Banjo, right? There's just a lot of interesting beta content that I'm just like, my brain is like a sponge for learning these things. I'm just a big fan of learning the beta content and the development for video games in general. It's a passion of mine, and I really, really like it. Anyways, thank you all so much for joining the stream, and I will see you all next time. So, laters.
Love is just around the corner. Someone's on the phone, don't know what to say. Tell him no one's home, and my cat has got my tongue. Cause I heard her come outside, I'm waiting by the door. The place left to hide, love is just around the corner. Someone's on the phone, don't know what to say. Tell him no one's home, and my cat has got my tongue. Cause I don't have the nerve to meet you face to face. Cause I'll never find your words, I'll find a hiding place. Don't have the nerve to meet you face to face. Cause I'll never find your words, I'll find a hiding place. I would dial your number and hang up the phone. I love you way too much to see that. It's just